Hi there, Irit here, and this video is for Shimmerz. So I'm showing you how many of my layouts start, and what you see on the screen, I have this piece of pattern paper that I sewed together, and it comes from the collection I know I want to use in this video. And what I do is I take my swatch book. I have this little moleskin that I put swatches of all my, well, most of my mixed media stuff and all my Shimmerz products, definitely. And then I can match the colors. So I decided to use cotton candy and blue jeans. And I am starting with what will end up as an embellishment, kind of, I guess, on my layout. That little floral piece. The love heart there is from Amy Tan, and it came in a hip kit, but I end up not using it on the layout. I just wanted to add a little bit of color to it. So you can see I'm just dipping it in the leftover spray and adding some splatters. And these colors, when they mix, the mists I'm using here, when they mix, they make this lovely kind of lavender pinky color. So that's nice. That's a nice color. And now I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to start working on what I thought will be my background, but you'll see that this kind of takes a different direction. So I want to apologize because soon this will get a little wonky. I didn't notice that my camera shifted a little bit, so sorry about that. So I'm starting with some American Crafts heavyweight cardstock, and I'm using the smooth side. I prepped it with gesso, and you can see I didn't apply the gesso all the way through because I like that bare edge. I like the whiteness of the cardstock to show. And I will use that. See, now my camera is shifting a little bit and I didn't notice, so sorry about that. So my gesso is dry. I just applied 2 sprays from Oh Say Can You See, which is this lovely teal color that when you add it to some white paint becomes a lovely mint shade. So that's what I'm doing here. I just added some white paint and I'm spreading the mist and the paint on the layout. And I'm using this applicator. It's really nice. It's made of some sort of rubber, so you don't have to wash it. And when everything's dry, if you don't like wipe it properly after you use it, eventually you can just peel off the leftovers. So I just wanted to absorb a little bit of the paint there. I wanted a very light background. So I'm using a baby wipe. And now it's not completely dry. So you will see when I'm adding some splatters. Sorry, I'm excited about my camera. And it's also, I think it's nice to see what colors I'm using as I'm using them. So you can make yourself a mental note. And so you can see because my background is not completely dry, the splatters are not, some of them are going to kind of lose their defined shape. That's what happens when you add some watercolors or mists in this case to a wet background. They kind of spread where it's wet. So if you want like really splatters, wait for your background to dry. So now everything is dry, and I thought I was going to use this background, but I don't know, somehow it wasn't working for me. Maybe I just felt like I've done this before and I wanted to mix it up a bit. So I grabbed my scissors and I started cutting, and I cut a bunch of wonky circles, and I'm going to use them as the base of my design. I cut some from the center of the paper and then a bunch from the edges because I love the area where you see the transition from the minty color to the gesso to the bare cardstock. I really like that. So you see that some of my circles are from that edge. And I cut, what was it? Well, you can count 10 I'm not in high school. I don't need to take math tests anymore. So I have there 11 um, circles because where a 12th one would be, I know the picture is going to cover it, so I don't need to put one there. And I ran my sewing machine through it. I tell you, sewing machine is like somehow it makes everything come together, and it makes my designs, at least the way I work, look so much more cohesive, instead of just a bunch of patterns that I glued onto the paper. I don't know, I'm completely addicted to it. I'm starting to get really freaked out that my machine will die on me because I had such bad luck with my previous sewing machine that never wanted to sew. So, so I'm using it. Hopefully it won't die, but I love it. And I also ran the whole layout. I went around the whole thing with my sewing machine, and also through that piece of floral that I added. And yeah, I decided to cut that floral piece in the middle and add it to the edges. Somehow that worked better. I was going to use it as a layer behind my photo, but then you could barely see it, and I thought this way is more fun. That die cut is from the cut shop. I think it's called Rosy Posy. It's one of my favorite designs. I've used it a few times, and I think this was just an extra one that I cut that I had lying around, so I decided to use it on this layout. The goodies I'm using here are from the Felicity Jane June kit, which is called Happy Day and was designed by Suze Fish. And it has these beautiful colors that I used on my background, this mint, this light blue and pink. And I'm just going to add a couple of layers behind my photo. I'm going to mount my photo on some, what's it called, fun foam, some craft foam that I ordered from Amazon. It just, I can use large pieces, and it's a lot cheaper than, you know, like Pop Dots or those dimensional adhesive packages that you buy. So just roughing up the edges a bit, and then I'm going to add my photo. And don't forget to check out the Shimmerz blog for all the details and the products I used on this layout, even though I show them in the video because I'm really enjoying my camera. I hope you are enjoying it too. That was my main motivation, that my videos can have a better quality for you. So hopefully, you know, that's working. And if you place an order with Shimmerz, then mention my name and you will get a free product of your choice. So make sure you use that. There are also some fabulous new old comeback colors in the shop that I really want to get my hands on. Check out Missy Whedon's videos for Shimmerz because she shows these new colors. There are some lovely soft blues there. If you like blue and soft blue, then check those out. I definitely will be getting some. So yeah, mention my name and get a product for free. So now I'm just adding the final touches. I'm using these gorgeous, gorgeous puffy stickers. And my title is going to be Happy Days with this cutie. So the Happy Days comes already as one sticker, and I am no title generator like my friend Tanya Hubbard, but I made my custom title work with that puffy sticker. And at the beginning I thought I was going to just use some fancy handwriting. Look at me zooming in with my camera. So I thought I was going to add that, but I decided to go with letter stickers instead. So these are the letter stickers I decided to use, and I'm going to show you exactly what these are. These are Teresa Collins Studio Gold, and these are the blue letters, and you get a ton in these little notebooks. I don't know if these are still available, but if you can find them, there's also ones in gold, and they are beautiful. So what I did was, instead of just adhering it directly on the background, I used the scrap cardstock, and I glued it on that, and then I cut around, and I have and it's much easier to handle and move around as this whole word as opposed to the single letters. And I'm also going to pop that on some foam. And yeah, my layout is almost done. I did leave it and then return a few hours later, and I decided to move the word beauty down. I just felt it was a bit, I don't know, not working the way it was like this, the way it is as it is now. And I just felt the whole flow of the design was interrupted by this very horizontal title. So I'm just going to move it, the word cutie, down, and then I feel that the flow is better. Yeah, I don't know. It's the kind of thing that it just, felt better. And yeah, just adding a few more puffy stickers. The alphabet in the kit comes with this ton of these little dots and stars, so they're fantastic. It's like a whole package of embellishment, and you can color them if you want, but I have a lot of color already, so I'm leaving it white. And there you can see some close-ups before I before I left it and came back, and you can see now that the word cutie is in a different place. And also I added some journaling on a piece of vellum, ran it through my typewriter, and sewed it on the layout. So thank you so much for watching. Check out the Shimmerz blog for all the details. Mention my name and get a free product, and have a lovely, lovely day. Bye.